This video clip covers lesson practice number 1 from set 1 from this section of the notes. And before we get on to the lesson practice, I just wanted to point out the difference between using the variable x on your home screen and using it in the y editor here in a second. When you use it on your home screen, it is used to store a single value inside of it. So if I type in x right now, hit enter, that's the value currently being stored inside of x. And if I want to change this value, I do it by just entering in my new value, storing it, and hitting x right there and hit enter again. And so now 5 is being stored in x. I can only store one value inside of x at a time. Now when I go to the y editor, and I'm going to type in the equation that we have here from the reading, x is used in a little different manner. And here, there's more than one value that's not going to be stored inside of x, but your calculator is going to use this x variable to help plot the graph on the graphing screen. Let me show you what I mean. If I hit graph, there's my graph. So the calculator uses this equation and x so that when it types in or puts in 1 into it, it comes out with the value of negative 2.5 for this point. And then it types in 2 and it comes out with the value of negative 2, so on and so forth. So there's one value being entered into x each time, but as soon as the calculator gets this point, it goes on to the next point and the next point, and then is able to graph this function. So let's go to the lesson practice. And for the lesson practice, all we're going to do is we're just going to sketch what we see on our graphing screen. So I'm going to go to the y editor, type in this equation, y equals 2x minus 3. Hit graph, and then just do my best at graphing this. And you might want to use a ruler for this. I'm going to. And let's see here. We have an intercept of 3 if you look right here, and it's hitting the other axis right just before the 2 value there. So when I go to draw this, it's going to look something like this. And then I'm going to put arrows at the end of this. And of course, I'm going to label my axis. This is my y, this is my x. And then I'm just going to bring back the calculator. So you can see that this is fairly close to this sketch right here. So let's go ahead and do the y equals x squared. So hit clear, type in x squared, and let's graph this. And this time we do not have a straight line, we have a parabola. So I do not need a ruler for this one. And I'm just going to draw this down and up the best that I can. Put arrows at the end, put a y up here, put an x down there, bring my calculator back up, and it's fairly close to what I see on the display of this calculator. So go ahead and complete lesson practice number 2, and then you'll be all set for this section of the notes.